Hey, everybody, good afternoon. It's the John Ross Show for July 17th, 2026. And it's 89 degrees out there, and our air quality has improved a little bit here in our western suburb area. It's now, let me see, what was it? 92. 92. I think that's called moderate. So that was pretty good. So it's going. Hopefully it'll keep lower here and that smoke will move away. So we're going to talk about mail-in ballots here. And I don't know if you've done those. I know Illinois has had laws about when you're ill, you can do those, or when you're away on a trip, you could do those, or business trips, other reasons. But then recently, and I think in the last few years, you could take a ballot. Uh, you could request one at any election, no matter what your status is, of health or other things. You can request one, or you can request them to be ongoing at each election. And I have done that in the last few years, and I had very good luck with that. And I want to say those have been very good. Now, recently, I had an opportunity to see the Kane County Election Center with some other friends from the Kiwanis Club of Aurora. And we had a nice tour of the place, and they showed us how it operates. And basically, we were seeing how they processed mail in ballots and how they came in. And they have another room where they, on election night, we didn't get in there. That's a secure room more yet, even. But these election people were really nice with us. It showed us how they open up the ballots and from the mail-in, and how they scan them and how they look at the signatures if they're verified. Different things that really showed that it was secure. And they showed about the ballot machines that they have out in the community for the early balloting, how that has a paper trail and how it's not hooked up to the internet. And I thought that was really good. So the mail-in ballots in Illinois have been around, I assume, a long time. I don't know what the years. I did see that they were offered during the Civil War to soldiers, mail-in ballots. So we've had mail-in ballots for over 160 years or more in the United States. Now I'm going to bring up some facts here about mail-in ballots that I got this from the Texas League of Women Voters. So here's something interesting from the Texas League of Women Voters. Mail-in voting is riddled with fraud and cannot be trusted. That's the myth. It's not true. Fact. Out of every 10 million mail-in ballots, fewer than 4 are fraud. It's pretty low. And we know states like Oregon and others rely totally on this. It's actually a money saver to have mail-in ballots. And here's another myth that's out there that it's been stated like, oh, we're the only country that has this. Hey, that's called malarkey. It's called malarkey, or maybe we could say a lie. Fact, over 50 democracies worldwide use mail-in voting, including Germany, UK, Australia, Canada, and Switzerland, just to name a few there. So mail-in ballots are very secure and a very good thing. And the courts have ruled that you can mail them right up to the day if that's what your state has. Sort of like the IRS mailing in your money. Now, if we wanted that money to be in on the day of April 15th, we would say that. So we're delaying coming in the money. That's interesting. I'm surprised the president hasn't asked that the mail in on your money would be earlier. Or to watch that to make sure about who's mailing it in. That's another thing they want to correct, or they think they're correcting by getting who can mail in. That's a federal thing. No, it's a state thing. These are state rules. If states want to do some of these things about mail-in ballots, they can do it. It's not up to the federal government. And this cheating thing didn't come out too good. The reports today are that the documents that Mr. Trump said were going to show the corruption didn't show anything, really. It's all old news and just rehashed and trying to build up fear about the elections. And some have said what that means, what we're trying to do here, what he's trying to do. I don't want to speculate too much on it, but they could be right that it's some nefarious thing that he wants to do around election time to say it was cheated. Now, I want to bring this up to you folks. So if the 2020 election was so bad for Donald Trump, his administration was there when that happened then. So that's interesting. And when the Biden administration happened, Trump won. I mean, if the Democrats were trying to steal the election with some fraud here, how come they failed in 2024? And where's the proof on 2024? Trump hasn't said anything that he's heard about any election fraud in 2024. This whole thing is hogwash. There are foreign actors who are trying to influence the media and opinion, but they haven't broken into our systems. We've been very good at that. We have people that are very reliable. And another thing is we have 50 different states. We don't have a national system that one big break-in would do the thing. Nope. We have 50 states, so 50 different, and each state has many counties who have jurisdiction. I don't know if a state has total jurisdiction of elections, with resources. I don't know what state that would be. It might be a smaller state, but Illinois, each county does their own counting. So we have our own counting here in Kane, where I'm at now. So that's very, very interesting. But the truth is, our elections are safe and secure. And even Trump's official said that last night to a reporter. I think he got caught off guard and really had to admit there was nothing in those documents that Trump said that we're going to show everything. It's going to be some great thing he was going to show off. Now I'm going to look and see right now what the weather, what they're forecasting for the White Sox now in Toronto. I guess they're going to be playing. They had some cancellations. I think it was yesterday. The soccer in Chicago football, soccer, international football. At the Chicago Fire weren't not going to play because of the smoke. The smoke's gone down, as I said, to 92. It was near, I think it was 500 on the readings or seven. It was really high. And Chicago had it really high. We had it pretty high in the suburbs too, but we were a little less. So it's, I think the wind's pushing it off to the east, but I hope we don't get more in the next days. We'll see. And sadly, report was out of Canada that a pilot died trying to put out the fires. These people that are doing that are brave people, and I should. I hope the family there of that pilot is being held up. That's by the community. Those are things that are happening. Well, let's just see what the other side, another angle here we're going to get into before we wrap it up. We'd like to talk about what the gas prices are doing now. You see, Jen, I've been doing this a while. I just like to keep at it on that. So we'll keep on it here. Now, let me get that right now. We're going to bring up the information on gas. Now, it's gone up about 5 to 10 cents everywhere across the country. So let's see what we got here. Here it is. Here it comes. So in Cook County, it's up to $4.22. Kane, it's about $4.14, which is near this $4.99 at my local Kane station, Kane County station. Illinois is up to $4.16, $4.16. And nationally, it's just a little below $4 at $3.98. These are all from Gas Buddy. Gas Buddy reported my local station had gone up to $4.19. That's this station here with this sign. So we're 80 cents. No, 80 cents away from that sign. That wasn't the high. I think we got to 509 or 519 on this gas station. So it has gone down now. It's going back up because of the escalation of the conflict in Iran. And the president doesn't have many outs here. He doesn't have none at all. Probably the best would be just to, my opinion, just say you lost. We made a mistake. We don't want to say that, but and then just keep still trying to negotiate, but stop the hostilities and just back off and try to work with Iran on the Strait of Hormuz. But let's de-escalate here. I mean, that would be the best. To do something more would be disastrous, in my opinion, for everybody. To escalate, that would be wrong. Besides bombing is getting us nowhere here, so, and shouldn't have been started in the first place, and should have left that Obama negotiation in place. That was a mistake by Trump, and I guess he doesn't admit mistakes. He's the most perfect president we've ever had, I guess. Doesn't make mistakes. No. That election was stolen too. He didn't lose. He never loses. Yep. Well, we'll be back on Monday, Lord willing, as they say. And I just thank everybody for taking a little time with me today. And I'm glad this smoke looks like it's going to dissipating, as they say. Dissipating, I guess that's the word. It's dissipating. So, oh yes, this weekend we're going to have the famous soccer game between Spain and Argentina. That should be interesting. So we'll watch that, see what happens on that front. And so we'll be back on Monday, Lord willing. Let's see where I got that here. There it is. So we'll see you then on Monday. So then for right now, I'm just going to say a big bye-bye and just have a great weekend, everybody. And keep safe and keep cool. And the Lord be with you all. Thank you very much for listening. So all I can say now is bye-bye. We'll see you then on Monday, Lord willing. Bye-bye.